everyone, and today we're going to read Bugs. It's a non-fiction book, as you can see. It's like a real, it's not like a real picture, but you can just see it says non-fiction. So, and there's bugs on the top. So what would you think this would be about? I'm thinking too. Don't worry if you're thinking. So, maybe it's about bugs. Because it says non-fiction, and non-fiction means it's true. Not like a story like Little Red Riding Hood or Goldilocks or whatever. And so, what do you think? You can discuss at home and pause the video if you like. And right now, we're going to carry on. Guys, we're going to do some green words. You don't have to do them if you already know them and a bit older. But for you guys who are smaller, you're going to get to do this. Plus, your teachers will be way more impressed. They're like, what? How do you already know this? Show the teachers what you can do. So, green words. This green word says liquid, roast room, attacked, construct, carry, itchy, wingspan, nibble. And here's some red words. They're a little harder, just a little, not so much. So this one says small, some, they are there. As you know, the title will be bugs. But this time we've got, what do we have actually? Guess. Is it butterfly, moth, or whatever? Yeah, and pause the video if you like, and we'll find out later. So, if you know the answers, say it at home, guys, and we'll find about it. We'll find what it's called in the book, and you might be correct. We're going to do some vocabulary check. Vocabulary is like special words. You could say big, and that's a little boring. Like big. You could say enormous, large, huge. Way more interesting to say. So, liquid. Do you remember we were doing in this green words? Do you have an idea what it means? So every time I tell you the word, you can pause and think, what does it mean? It doesn't, if you get it wrong, it's okay, because everyone gets it wrong. So definition is, like, what's meanings? That's like in simple words, like that. So liquid is not solid, gas, and like water. So solid is a hard thing, like this, a book, obviously, or a blanket. So gas. Gas is basically, it's like air. So a liquid is like something that can take form of any shape, because it's like water. If you put it in a jar, it'll be like exactly the shape of the jar. If you put it into a tub, it'll be exactly the same. So it's roast. Let's think, what does this mean? You might not have a clue on this one because it is a little tricky. tricky if you think about it, but you can get a suggestion. It doesn't matter if you're wrong, because if you first saw this word and you never knew what it meant, you would be like, So, gas. Gas is basically, it's like air. So, a liquid is like something that can take form of any shape, because it's like water. If you put it in a jar, it will be like exactly the shape of the jar. If you put it into a tub, it'll be exactly the same. Rostrum. Let's think, what does this mean? You might not have a clue at this one because it is a little tricky if you think about it, but you can get a suggestion. It doesn't matter if you're wrong, because if you first saw this word and you never knew what it meant, you would be like, Anyways, when you finish talking, I'll tell you what the definition is. A long mouth-like part found on some insects. So, I think they mean, so it's like a normal, so it might be like a long mouth, or maybe it's like something like a mosquitoes. Maybe they're called rostrums too. Rostrums too. I'm not sure. I might be wrong. I have no idea. Maybe it's a bit like that. Because isn't a mosquito an insect? Yeah, I think so. The next word is construct. Construct. I think some of us might find it a little easy because I already know what it means. Basically. So, when you finish explaining to somebody, or maybe yourself, a little chit chat to yourself, I'll be telling you now. So it's like make or build. Like, if you had some blocks, or in your building site, you're making a house. So you need the wall, constructing over brick after brick. That's what you call constructing. There, and this is what, and then you get a lovely house to live in. Okay. Habitat. You know what's a habitat? Some of you might know already. So, what does habitat mean? I know already. So, hopefully you might know. Or maybe you have a little clue or anything, like an idea. So, habitat is where an animal lives. For example, the birds live in a nest in the forest. The forest is their home. It's like our house is our home. Yeah. Wingspan. Wingspan. Let's see what that means in our heads. So, you think wings, like a little bird's wing or a butterfly's wing, flying around. Wingspan. Span is in wingspan. But if you said wingspan, similar, you see. But it's still wingspan, not spanned. But the wings, and it's like maybe like this. Like, how large is it, maybe? Definition: the length of an insect's wings from the tip of one wing to the tip of the other. Pests: bugs or other... Oops. Oh no, I forgot. I've already told you. Never mind. Too late now. Bugs or other creatures that cause problems for us. So what they mean is like crops. When you think of a farmer, they have crops. But some naughty creatures come into the crops, start eating the crops. And the last one, finally, is crops. That's what I just said. Oh, I did not know that was coming. Didn't you know by now what crops are? I think you should. You can quickly say, what does it mean? So it means like a plant. To a farmer, plant something. It's like a plant, basically. And we eat it. Yeah. Now on to the... And what they say in their definition, plants that we eat as food. Finally, on the story. It took for us forever. Some bugs can be big. Bugs can be small. Some bugs have lots of legs and some have no legs. Here's a picture. They say some have legs, some doesn't. Think at home which one doesn't have legs and some does have legs. I'll tell you the answer in 5, 4, 3, and 2, 1. Time's over, everybody. So, what about a slug? What's the answer for you? My answer is no legs. Can't even see legs on it. That's a big clue. And this big butterfly, I think. It might not be a butterfly, but I think looks like one. So, you might not see the legs, but if you're smart enough, you should know that there is legs, because do you know any winged creature does not have legs? I do not know any creature without legs. So I'm talking about like a winged creature that doesn't have legs. I have no idea if there is one. If there is a creature that has wings and doesn't have legs, tell me. I have no idea. So on. So here's a little ladybug. You might just little bit see the little legs poking out. So it has legs. Spiders. Some of you will be afraid of spiders at home. And most of you should know they have 8 legs, so that's a lot of legs. And the slug down here has no legs. This, I have no idea what it is. We might find out in the book. If there isn't, please do not blame me, because I have no idea. And here's a little 2 ants. And these all 3 have legs, obviously. Stink bugs suck liquid from plants with a rostrum. Stink bugs give off a horrible smell if they are attacked. Here's the rostrum. It's like it was a mosquitoes one. Like when you suck your blood. Some ants collect grass and twigs to construct their nest. Oh, they're called worker bees, the ones that collect the grass and twigs. They're called worker ants. Sorry guys. Some reason I'm going up to bees. I do not know why. And to construct, remember that's in our vocabulary. I was trying to remember. Yeah. So they are small but very strong. They can carry sticks that are much bigger than them. Did you know they can carry twice of their weight? Twice. Ticks are small bugs that can stick to dogs and cats' skin which gets itchy. Ticks are tricky to get rid of. Baby ticks have 6 legs, but adults have 8 legs. If you have a pet down in your house, like a cat or dog, you better not let a tick get on them. It's very hard to get off, you see. It says here, ticks are very tricky to get rid of. Oh no. Bed bugs are little red bugs. They can live in some beds and nip you. They are small as an apple pip. Oh no, that's even worse than ticks. Still live with you under your house. The only good thing is they have a little friend with you, but it's gonna nip you if you stand on it, sit on it, or sleep on it. Small as an apple pip. Apple pip's about this small to me. Yeah, a little. It's quite small. Stick insects are long and thin. They blend into the habitat. Can you spot this stick insect? Where is it? Where is it? Can you see it? I'll tell you where it is. It's here. You can see the little antennas a little bit. The face is a little obvious, but most of the body. But the wing, I'm not sure if it is the wing, but it looks like a wing. It's like a little bit poking out, then it looks like. But the rest of the head and the antennas and the wing thing, it's mostly blended. Do you remember we saw this at the front of like over here? Here. We're gonna find out what it is. Ooh. The Atlas moth. That's an Atlas moth. Here. That's what we saw in front. Where is it? There. Is the biggest insect on the planet. This moth has splendid wings. Its wingspan is bigger than your hand. Wingspan is in our vocabulary. Oh yeah, habitats in our vocabulary. It's probably a few more that I didn't see and don't. But they're bigger than your hand. If you measure them now with a picture, your hand will be bigger because it's just a picture. It's not accurate. Slugs nibble at plants and petals and crops. Oh, yeah, crops are in our... Yeah, it's in our vocab. That's just short for vocabulary. Vocab. Just shorten it down. They are pests. Pests are also in our vocab and can be tricky to stop. They often live in damp and muddy spots and are happy when it's wet. Slugs have no legs. That's a little obvious. You might have seen them in your garden. I think I can see that slug's eye. The little eye is like a little black dot. I could see the other one. I've got a little quiz for you here. If you can guess which one's which. Some of them will be a little obvious. Some of them will be, I'm not sure. Yeah, sort of thing. So, stay at home. Which one's which? Because I might not be right, and you might be correct. I might be like not correct at all. I'll be starting on the hard ones, these little ones. Now that's a little obvious. Yeah, these three. Let's start with this one. That looks like a little bit like a tick to me because of its little pinches. I'm still thinking. I'm not sure. The stink bug's this one. I just know it because of the body, and that means what is it called? This is the stink bug, and this one's the bed something. Bed something. I'm just gonna look through it just quickly. Bed something. Bed something. Bed bug. This is the bed bug. I'm guessing, so I might be wrong. So I haven't revealed the answers yet. So I think this is an ant slug and stick insect, and the last one, Atlas moth. So let's start from the start. Here's the stink bug. I'm going to look at the shape. That's more important. This one's it. I'm sure because the shape is still similar. So yeah. If you got it correct, cha-ching. And here's the little ant. This one, cha-ching. And tick. Yeah, I think that's a baby tick. That's a baby tick. Cha-ching. Bed bug. Cha-ching. Stick insect. Cha-ching. Atlas moth. Cha-ching. And slug. Cha-ching. All of them were correct. And if you got it right, cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching for you. And let's have the last questions. Now, you might want to remember what I was saying and rewind if you want. Just have a sneak peek. So the first question. Stink bugs give off a smell if they're wet, attacked, or hot. You'll be thinking, and I'll tell you the next question now. Ants are very big, pink, strong. Pink. Stick insects are long and thin, fat, red. The map Atlas spotty moth is the biggest insect on the planet. Slugs are happy when it's sunny, windy, or wet. So here's the parts with wet, attacked, and hot is on for the number one. Big, pink, strong on this one, and thin, fat, red is on this one. And just to make sure that you haven't been thinking about this part, it's about this. The map, Atlas, or spotty. And sunny, windy, wet. Now think. Yeah. So the answers I'll be quickly be telling you. Attacked for the first one. Strong for the second one. Thin for the third one. Atlas for the fourth one. And wet for the 5th one. Thank you for watching, guys. Please subscribe and like my videos, and I'll be very pleased with that. Thank you. Bye for watching.